Welcome to this tutorial in Maya. Today I'm going to show you how to create a braid rig. So this one is going to be a little bit more complex than the other videos that I have shown in my channel, but it's worth it. So let me just start with this. Um, I'm just going to hide everything but the braid so you can find it easier. And I'm going to add with the number 4th of this one, magnets. I'm adding joints in the geometry. So I'm not going to add from the beginning of the head because this one is going to be skinned to the head itself. So I'm starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can add as many as you want, but I'm not going to add like quite a lot. Where are they, by the way? Show joints. Oh, great. This looks disgusting. Let me start from scratch. Um, Probably it's going to look as disgusting as the first one. But okay. Yeah, indeed. So let me just move this around to the center of the geometry. Okay, there we go. And maybe this one as well. So it's going to be a little bit more of a straight line. Okay, good. When you have it, you can use any renaming tool you want, or you can rename by hand. I'm going to use comment tools, comment rename. I use comment everything. I love this guy. I love this script, so let's keep it like this. It's going to be left, right, padding of 2, remove the underscore, and joint. Okay, there we go. And actually, let's call it, it's not going to be joint, it's going to be IK joint. And let me just orient this, show axis, there we go, everything is to the left side, hide axis, and we're ready to go. Awesome. Okay, now we are going to create an IK spline solver. So let's just go to skeleton, create IK spline handle, and select the first one and the last one. Okay, there we go. The first. Wait, is it actually? I think the chain is a little complex, so it's not doing what I want. So maybe I can. Let's see if maybe if I add this. Yeah, better. Okay, good. I added a little bit more of a span, so it's more vertex in the curve. It's going to be more work actually, but let's keep it that way. Okay. And let's see. There we go. And how many points do I have? 1, 2, 3. Nice. It's okay. It's okay. It's 5 points. It's okay. So I have 5 points in my curve. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need them to be shown in the viewport, so I'm just going to select in the attribute editor display CV. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to create locators like 5. Okay, and snap them to each vertex of the curve. Awesome, good. Now maybe we can call these locators with a name, but let's just keep them like this for the tutorial. You can name it as you want. And let's go to the node editor, select all the locators and add them. And we don't need this, we need this one, the shapes. So let me select them. 5. Where are the order? Give me a second. Again. Okay, here we have the 5. And it's not in order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, and let's add the curve. So inside the curve we have something called control points, which are each of the vertex. Okay, and we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 corresponding to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the locators. So we're going to connect the world position of the locator inside the control points of the curve. And be careful with the order because it is going to matter. It has to be in the exact same order. Okay. Since I have done this and everything is in the same position, then it worked well. So now when I move by doing this, when I move the locator, I'm moving the control points of the curve. Okay, it's like kind of making clusters but not exactly clusters. So after that I'm just going to create controls for this. Let me think. I think it's set. Nah. Y? Nah. It's X. Yeah, that looks better. Well, it's not great, but it looks decent. Okay, so I'm going to add this. Well, I don't like them, but let's say circle X. Yeah, I prefer this one. Then I fix them. Okay, and for each control, obviously, I'm going to put them names. So left, braid, IK, a padding of 2, control. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to add each locator to each corresponding curve. After that, I'm going to create a offset group. So in this case I'm using Comet, so I'm going to use a 0 out. So it's cleaning the transformations and keeping them in here, and adding another extra 0 out. Okay, so by doing that, let me just group this into, okay, by doing this you have two groups of offset, and the first one, the one that is in just next to the control, is clean. So I'm going to rename this to left, braid, right, parent group, parent padding and suffix group. Okay, awesome. This parent is going to be the one that is going to control that I want the braid to be moving with the body, I mean sliding over the body. Okay, so how do I do that? I'm just going to create for each of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 controls, I'm going to create 5 null groups. Just Control G, oops, and Control D 5 times. Okay. And this one is going to be like left, braid, let me check the rig a second. The nearest control in here is this one, the spine FK3. So I'm just going to call left braid spine, oops, spine FK3 parent padding of 2 group. And group. Okay, so I'm going to do a parent constraint from, actually no, I did a mistake. If I do this, I mean I do the parent constraint from the very beginning of the braid, it's not going to work correctly. So I'm just going to do it from third, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one, these two, we are going to skip it. And so from this to this, constraint parent, and constraint parent, and this one is not going to be used, so let me just remove them so we don't get confused. Okay, and now we're going to select these groups and put them inside the control with P. Okay, so when I move the control, is moving the braid. Okay, you see? Good. And now I'm going to group this and this, no, well, this one, Control G, and this and this and this, Control G, into the left right group. Okay, and then we can call this no trans and inherit transform. Remove the inherit transform, so it's not going to have any double transformations. Then, and this one can be the control group, left control group. Okay, awesome. I'm going to duplicate the join chain, Control D, and call it instead, and remove the effector, and call it instead of IK, commit tools, commit rename, search for IK, replace for FK, and rename. Remove this number 1 in here, and let's add some controls. For this I'm going to use spheres, maybe, or maybe, oh boy, no, I really don't like them. Well, let's just keep them like this. I don't like them, but let's keep them. And let's move the controls, which should have name, left braid, padding of 2, FK, control. Okay, and put them inside each control. So in here, up, and this one in here, this one in here, and this one in here, and this one in here. The last one is not necessary. And then modify the hierarchy, so it's going to be join, control, join, control, join, control. Okay, so this one goes here. Let's say this one goes here. Is it correct? No, I did it wrong. Let's just do it by P. This one in here. And the last one. And the very last one. Like that. Okay. So is now each control is clean now. Okay, so you don't have to make any extra group or anything. And the last thing you have to do, well, last of some of steps that are missing, is to go to general editors, connection editor, and open the IK and connect the IK to the FK joints. Okay, so just translate rotate the scale, or maybe just rotate. I'd rather go for everything. Be careful. Okay, awesome. So now when I move the FK controls, they are moving obviously the FK chain, but then when I move, for example, the IK controls, they are moving everything. So it's pretty cool. It's like an offset to do great animation. Okay, and now the only thing missing is to connect the hierarchy to the head, right? Because it's part of the head. So, well, you can do a master group considering that you're obviously going to rig the other one the same. So you're going to have left braid group and right. But in this case, I'm just creating the left one and adding a braid master group or something like that, and put the pivot of this group into the head joint. Okay, no, this is not the head, it's this one, I think. Okay, and just add a simple constraint pattern from the control of the head to the braid group, and when you add the other right braid group, it's going to be like already useful. And okay, let me just show the geometry. And what do you have to skin? You have to skin the FK. Okay, so let me just select the joints of the FK. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one no. And then select the geometry of the braid. This. Skin, edit influence. No, I have to select the head as well. Skin, edit influence, add influence. No, bind skin. And then for the last one, this, and this, we can select this one, I think, and skin, edit, bind skin. Okay, let me hide joints and actually hide the node transform. And we should hide the locators as well, they are very annoying. Okay, so now we have an hybrid brick, which is pretty cool because the big thing about this is that when you move the head, it's going to slide over the body. And look when you rotate here. Oh, it's pretty cool, right? This one is just weight painting. You have to do better weight painting there, or you have to add the influence. I'm not sure, but it's just about weight painting here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love this. And if you compare, for example, if you just do a simple FK in here, you will have to deal with this, and you will have to, every time she rotates the head, is going to be counter animating this, and it's very annoying. So I think this one is going to be pretty cool, right? And you have like an offset of controls, like really nice. I think this one is not necessary. Oh no, yeah, it's necessary. Yeah, it's just for the tip of the braid. So you have two layers of controls. You can hide them if you want, right? And maybe you will say, this is a bonus. For me, the tutorial is over, but you want to have the other type of method in here, right? Like you want to decide when you want to have this behavior or the other one, this one. So what you can do is to make a master control here and add just a follow head or something, and then just select the parent constraint and turn this into off to 0. So when it's on is 1, when it's 0 is off. So when it's 0 it's not going to move like in here. Okay, so well, you can choose from that. I think for me it's not really necessary to have all the IK, right? But yeah, it's pretty cool. So well, this is the tutorial. Hope you like it, and thanks for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. You can help me a lot if you do that. And see you next time.